Hello! In this tutorial, I'll show you how to claim for an external prosthesis on Medibank. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to launch your Medibank application or your Medibank online account. Yes, there's one thing I would like you to know, and it's just really simple. Not everyone is eligible to create an account on Medibank, and one of such persons is me, humbly, without shame. Yes, because Medibank is not eligible for in all countries. But then, if you're able to create an account on Medibank and then sign up as a member, kudos. This tutorial is definitely for you. But now, I want you to rest assured that I'm going to walk you through the guidelines and you get used to it, get acquainted with it, and then you're just going to be good to go when it comes to making a claim for an external prosthesis. All right, so here's exactly what you should do. First things first, you need to be sure that you're eligible for this. So you can just like wake up and just get excited like, I want to claim for external prosthesis without knowing your eligibility status. That's like going on a journey that you're unsure of and then, encountering some kind of difficulties in the way and then you have to go back to start. That's really not what you want. So you need to be sure of your eligibility status. You need to be sure that you have met all of the requirements that allows you to make a claim. So if your insurance cover includes benefits for an external prosthesis, then you can claim for it online using the information on this page. The process is actually self-explanatory. Now you require the My Medibank application on your phone or access to My Medibank on the web. Now, if you don't have a My Medibank account, register now in 2 easy steps. That's the hyperlink, and then if you haven't paid for your prosthesis or would like to submit to the claim form, you can also make an offline claim by claiming for extras offline. So this can also be required as an extra in the cover. So it's pretty much simple for you to actually access the Medibank online. Just go ahead and type in your search bar using any browser of your choice. Go ahead and type medibank.com. and it's going to take you to the official website itself. Once you get to the official website, then follow through with the process to create your account or to make the claim. All right, so the next is before you start a claim for an external prosthesis, make sure that all of these requirements are met. This is actually the core of this tutorial because you need to be sure that you meet each of these requirements. Now, you have these circles right here that you can actually check. Literally, you need to check all of these boxes or check all of these circles in this sense. So if you do not meet any of these requirements or each of these requirements or even one, then it means you cannot even proceed with this. So here is it. The first thing is if you have served any relevant waiting periods, that's if you're not sure, you can check whether you've served your waiting period on the limits in My Medibank. So there's this waiting period in Medibank that you have to wait or that you have to serve. So if you're not sure that you have waited for the actual limit that has been set, then go ahead and click in My Medibank online and check if you've waited. And then you're not claiming for an external prosthesis purchased while serving a replacement period. So if it's a replacement prosthesis, so you're not claiming for it. So if it's you're on you're on a replacement period, all right, and you decide to claim for external prosthesis, this trying to tell you that it's not going to work. Okay, so just ensure that your prosthesis, your external prosthesis, is not replaced. Okay, so ensure that it is a new one that you got. That is how you can make a claim. So it has to be new. That's what this implies. And then the next, you bought the prosthesis in Australia. If you bought it outside Australia, then that's not cool. You will not be able to claim. And then the next is you bought the prosthesis from a supplier with an ABN, very important. And then you have an itemized receipt or invoice that shows the provider ID or ABN and the description of the item, and the date is within the last 2 years. So what does this imply? This implies that once you have, of course, purchased your prosthesis, your external prosthesis, you should have an invoice. You must have been given an invoice. Now, keep your invoice. It is necessary that you obtain your invoice and then you keep your invoice, because you'll be required to upload that document when you're claiming for these external processes. So it is important that you have an itemized receipt or invoice that shows the provider ID. So it means the provider has to be recognized by Medibank. And if the provider is recognized by Medibank, it means the provider needs to have an ID or a number for identification. Now you need to provide that, and this receipt has to carry the provider ID or ABN, and the description of the item, that's the Prosthesis, and then the date is within, and you have purchased it within the last 2 years. And then you have a referral from your doctor or a specialist. Very important. And then, so once you have seen that, oh, you have met all of these requirements and you're good to go, then I'd like to say congratulations, and you can start, keep your documents ready and start proceeding with your claim. Simple. So the next thing is how to claim for an external processes on the app. So there are 2 ways to go about this. You can claim via the application, that's the My Medibank application, or My Medibank online. So the first is how to claim for an external processes on the app. I'm going to walk you through this process. First, launch the My Medibank app. Now, once you launch it, tap the app to open and then tap Make a Claim on the menu, okay, which is the first thing you're going to see. Once you launch, like here is what the screenshot shows. The first thing, that's the second thing on the item, Make a Claim. So once you click on Make a Claim, once you tap Make a Claim, the next thing you're going to see is extras. So go ahead and type extras, because this also puts external processes is part of the extras. Now, and then once you click on that, you're going to be asked to provide the information of who the claim is for. So tap Start, and then if there is more than one person on the policy, you'll be able to select the name of the person who received the service. All right, and then check the name listed in the Who Went. Okay, you're going to see it there. Now, if this is the person who received the service, leave it as it is. And if it was someone else on the cover, tap Change and select the correct name, because there's going to be a name already imputed. So you have to check if that's correct or not. And then select the date you received this service. Now, tap Add Date. You're going to see it there, so click on that. And then select the correct service date from the pop-up calendar and tap OK. The next is Add Provider Details. Now, that's the provider of the service, the person who gave you the Prosthesis. Now, to search for the provider, tap the magnifying glass that you're going to find that appears on the keyboard and type either their name or provider ID, which you're going to find on your receipts. Now, tap the provider's name when it appears on the search results. You can also select a recently visited provider from the list. And of course, the next is Add Item Number. So you're going to have to type, you're going to see Add Item, so tap on it. And once you tap on it, on the item screen with the date of service, tap Add First Item. And then you can add an item by typing in the item number or scrolling down the list of common items and tapping on the correct one. What's the item? What you got, which is the external Prosthesis. So add the item, or you just add the number of the item, which is also found in the receipt. And then the next is Add Treatment Details. This includes the quantity of the item that you received. So if the number on the quantity is correct, that's how many did you get, leave it as it is. If it is one, just leave it as it is. Then if it isn't, tap the quantity number and then select the correct quantity from the scrollable list that appears. And then next, tap Item Change and type in the amount of what you got. How much did you get it? Now tap the green tick. Now if you have more items to claim for, tap Add Another Item, which you're going to find there, and then follow the same steps. Then click Confirm and you'll be good to go. Then confirm details and upload your receipt. This is where you're going to upload all your receipt. Now you can upload receipt by taking a photo from the application. Now if you're using an application, you have the luxury of taking a picture of your receipt. Now, or by uploading it from your phone's photo library. Then tap Upload. So to take a photo, tap Take a Photo and take a photo of your receipt. To upload, tap Upload from Photo Library. You're going to find all of these buttons on your phone, okay? And then tap on the photo of your receipt to select. Tap on the green tick and then Confirm, then click Confirm on the Upload Receipt screen. Now, if the item you're claiming for requires supporting documents, you will see a button asking for this. Upload them in the same way you uploaded receipts. So you might be asked for supporting documents like medical services, extra medical services, let's say medical care, some kind of document for medical, like everything medical related, but you might be asked for supporting documents. So just ensure that you have these supporting documents ready, so that when it comes to that time, you can now definitely, or once you get to that point and you see that you don't have the supporting documents, then you can just definitely like go back, exit the process, and ensure that you get them, and then start the process all over. You're more than welcome to do that. And then next is you need to confirm that your payment details is correct, so that when they send you your money, you'll be able to receive it. Now check payment details. If they're not correct, tap on pay to and then add or correct the details, tap on submit claim. Now I'd like you to know that the process that you have to go through, for claiming on the application is also almost like the same for using the online service. That's the website service itself, okay? All right, so it's almost the same. The only tweak for this is that you do not have the luxury of taking a picture, all right? Because I don't think Medibank trusts your webcam. All right, but then it's just the same process. So just log in. This has a wider landscape, all right? Just log in and then select who the claim is for, add provider details, just like I walked you through, and then add item number, and then add treatment details, upload your receipt. So this is where I'm going to lay more emphasis on. Upload a digital receipt. So this is what it requires. And then at the bottom of the page, press the red button, and then you can select more than one file if needed. That's if it asks for supporting documents, right? And if the item require, okay, so this is just it. So you cannot take a picture of the document. You just have to go to your systems folder to upload the document. So review and submit, confirm receipts, the confirmation page, a confirmation page will confirm your claim submitted and display a claim ID, which you can keep for reference. So ensure that you get your claim ID, which you're going to get on online, all right? Keep it for reference purposes, because you're going to be asked for this somewhere in the process. So this is pretty much the entire process, okay? You can go over it from top to bottom to get acquainted with the steps. And once you're done, you will be good to go. I hope this tutorial marvelously helped you search.